Hey guys, I'm Alicia and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's day whatever, who knows what of quarantine. We all are at the point in quarantine where we're like just making stuff up. I don't know about y'all, but I'm just making stuff up as I go along, like at this point. Honestly, truly. Low key, maybe high key. I'm kind of a homebody now. So I've been enjoying my time. For those of you that don't know, like I own a beauty supply business. So with all that's been going on, it's been a lot of business and things that I have to take care of, a lot of orders. And so I haven't really just been chilling, lounging around the house. I've been pretty busy every day, even on the weekends. And I'm not complaining because I'm very thankful for all the business during the pandemic. Like for my business to be thriving during this time means so much to me. But when I do have some free time, I've been trying to, like I said, make things up as I go along. That includes meals, hairstyles, outfits, and I don't know if you could call them outfits because I just been walking around here looking crazy, basically. Just wearing whatever is comfortable and that is clean. That's pretty much been my quarantine outfit. And every now and again I try to do a little something with my hair so I'm not walking around looking super crazy. And we discussed that in the last video where I gave my husband a quarantine haircut. If you have not seen that video, y'all, it's hilarious. I cannot lie, it's probably one of the funniest videos I've ever done. Like making the video, editing the video, me and my husband were just like dying because it was just like, I promise y'all, it was not like one of those videos that was fake trying to do for reaction. Like, that's what really happened. It's hilarious. If you haven't seen it yet, make sure you check it out. But anyway, back to what I was talking about. Basically, quarantine for me has really not been that bad, honestly. With that said, the free time, it's like, I've been getting a little too creative. Trying things I ain't got no business trying. I done DIY'd some Crocs. What else? We done did some little DIYs like around the house. Like I just really been getting a little too creative. Like, and my creativity recently led to a quarantine fail. I don't know what in me told me that I should try this. I decided for the first time that I was gonna make myself some mussels. A little bit of the backstory is I've been allergic to shellfish for many years. Like in high school, I used to eat shrimp all the time, used to eat crab all the time, loved seafood. And then out of nowhere, I had an allergic reaction. Y'all, I lied to y'all not. I was at the skating rink. It was around my birthday, so we went out to eat at one of my favorite restaurants. It was like a Portuguese restaurant, and I had shrimp and garlic sauce. It was like one of my favorite seafood meals. It's so good. I used to love to roller skate. Me and my friends used to go roller skating every week. So I'm like, hype, we about to have a good day. We're gonna have some good food. We gonna roller skating. So we get to the roller skating rink. We having a good time. And I'm skating and like, I'm like, ooh. Feeling a little itchy, like then my back start itching. Your back ever itch and you in public, you don't have nothing to scratch it with, and you just don't hear like So I skate to the bathroom and shade, this is so shady. The skating rink was kind of in the hood. So they had fake mirrors. Like if you've ever seen a gel documentary, you know that like metal that is reflective, but it's not really breakable. That's what the mirrors were made up of. So you can't like, you can see yourself, but you can't really see yourself. So I'm like, I think I look fine. Like I'm like opening my mouth. I'm like looking because my eyes was feeling a little itchy. Like I felt weird. Never had this sensation of feeling before ever. So I'm like, what is going on? I drank some water. I sat down for a bit and I go back to skating. I'm like, shoot, everybody get in here. They playing all my songs. I'm going skating like slide, slippity slide. Like next thing you know, this dude that I was talking to at the time, he had just arrived and like I rolled up on him like, hey, he was like, I was like, what's the matter? He was like, yo, what is going on? I was like, what? What are you talking about? He's like, you look crazy. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm freaking out. Like imagine the dude that you're talking to at the time telling you you look crazy. I didn't know what was going on. He flagging my friend down off the skating rink, like, yo, come here, come here. She come over there. She like, oh. So I'm like, Like, so now I'm freaking out. I'm like, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? Child, I must have been having an allergic reaction. By the time I get to the hospital, like, luckily the hives, I started to see the hives, and luckily they were like gone, and my reaction was kind of subsiding. I was still itchy, and I had like whelps all over because I was scratching my body so hard. I was like, what is going on? I love shrimp. I had been eating crab, shrimp, and all this stuff since the beginning of time. It must have been a mercury. In my head, I was like, I'm not gonna believe it's no shrimp. Like, it must have been a mercury. It was like years later. I think I was in college. I started like my freshman year. I started having like shrimp fried rice, or just like a little bit of shrimp here or there. Like, I didn't eat it on a regular basis, but I had a little shrimp or two. Like, let me get a little bite. So one day, I'll tell y'all the really, really condensed version of the story, but long story short, I was going to a very important meeting, and my mom was in town visiting me, and she insisted on taking me out to eat, and so I had shrimp Alfredo. Now, why would I be going to the appointment meeting, and why would I want to have shrimp? Like, I should have just got chicken. I should have just got chicken Alfredo. Like, why did I decide that today was the day that I was going to have shrimp? Well, I'm pretty sure y'all can guess what happened next. I had an allergic reaction. But this one was even worse, y'all. This one, I legit ended up in an ambulance and in the hospital. So as I'm walking into the meeting, like I'm on the way to the meeting, and I start feeling this itchiness. And I'm like, Lord Jesus, please don't let this be an allergic reaction. Like, please. I'm like, please. I'm like trying to calm myself down, take deep breaths, but I'm feeling it itching. My throat feeling a little... You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to drink a little water. I park. I go into the meeting. And before I go into the meeting, I'm like, I need to go to the bathroom because I'm starting to feel weird. I see one of my friends, one of the people that was putting on the meeting, and she sees me and she is like, yo, what is going on? And the way she tells the story is that I was like, whoa, Elizabeth, this is the big one. I guess passed out because my throat was closing. This is going on for other people because at this point I'm passed out, so I don't even know. But according to everybody else, my eyes was rolling in the back of my head. They called the ambulance. Apparently I passed out or whatever. And the last thing I remember was like kind of that dizzy weakness. And then I woke up in the hospital. That's my history with shellfish. So at that point, I was like, oh, it's a dub. Like, no more playing, no more seafood, shellfish, nothing. It was a tough journey because it's like, I mean, if you can't eat seafood, then what can you eat? Fast forward to a couple months ago, I was like, I need to get a prick test because all these years I actually was supposed to get a prick test a long time ago when this happened so that I could find out what I was allergic to so that I could get an EpiPen and all this stuff. Yes, all these years I've been living without an EpiPen. Living on the wild side. I finally got my prick test. I was super excited because I'm like, what if I'm just allergic to shrimp? Like, maybe I could still have crab. Maybe I have lobster. Like, I'm like living on a prayer. Like, I'm really hoping that there was some hope. Needless to say, there was not. I am allergic to shrimp, crab, lobster, all the good stuff. But I'm not allergic to mollusk. Mollusks are clams, mussels, squid, octopus, scallops, things of that nature. So I've never ate that stuff. I just never had a desire to once I had my allergic reactions. But since I couldn't have crab and shrimp, I'm like, well, I'm gonna have to give it a shot. I'm gonna have to see what's going on with that. Fast forward to quarantine, I'm like, listen, I never even got my seafood. So I was real mad about that. I was like, we gonna fix this. So I thought I was gonna order me some mussels or some clams or some oysters or something, but I was like, well, if I don't really like this and I order this from a restaurant and it's like $20-$30 because you know seafood ain't cheap, my first reaction is, one, if I order it from some restaurant or some place, I'm like, if they make it in the same mixture, sauce, water, pans, or whatever that they make they shrimp and crab in, I might be risking having a reaction. Two, if I don't like it, now that's $20-$30 down the drain. Like, ain't nobody got time for that. I'm greedy. I don't like to waste money, and especially not on food. I have cried behind my food not being right before, like real life tears. And then my friend was like, oh, you know you could just make your own. And I was like, ding, I can make my own. That was a bad idea. I never made seafood before. Never. Like, when I was younger, my mama would make the crabs, okay? And then she'd just give us the crab and we do our thing. And now here I am jumping out the window about to make a food I've never even tasted. So I don't even know what it tastes like, look like. I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, I know what the outside look like. I don't know what the inside look like, y'all. Well, here's what happened. Y'all, I was so intimidated by this. Like, I really was freaking out. Like, oh my God. I even thought I heard them making noises. I did it. I cleaned them. Now it's time to cook them. Okay. That's why I'm making mussels and black eyed peas. Don't ask. Well, I originally planned to make collard greens and black eyed peas. And then I had got mussels because they had some at the store. And then I was like, well, I got to cook them. So, yeah, it's a lot going on. At this point, I was hype. I'm like, yes, they look good. Right, real life reaction. I'm low-key scared. There's some that obviously came out, so I'm like, should I eat that first to see how I feel about it? I don't even know why I decided. Are they supposed to be like brown and black? Pray for me, y'all. Please don't let me get sick, Lord.
Take a shot of all that bread you got.
Lamar, because he know he about to eat some. Okay. Okay, can you Google if muscles supposed to be black too on the inside?
Hey Siri.
For real, don't play.
Are muscles supposed to be black on the inside?
Okay, I found this on the web for our muscles supposed to be black on the inside.
What it say?
Check it out.
Oh, bless me. Well, if you eating it now, then you good.
Not even trying to be funny. Are mussels supposed to taste like I just took a shot of seawater? Like, I know that they from the sea and all that, but like, is it supposed to actively taste like got a straw? Right, I got a straw at Seaside Beach. Like, help! People, help me. Yo. Seriously, I need y'all to hurry up and DM me back. Is mussels supposed to taste like I'm just licking sand? The liquidy part good, but the mussel, baby, like the texture not even bad. But I don't think I could get past the seawater taste. Guys, that is my quarantine fail. Like, mark it down, put it in the books. Quarantine fail. It tastes like I was just at the beach with a spoon, just boop. That was so bad. I done waited all these years to have some seafood. I could finally have some seafood, and look what we got here. And this is where the mussels ended up. In the trash. Bye. Well, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And be sure to follow me on Instagram, because as you can see, my Instagram is lit. And I will see you next time. Peace.